What is going on, everybody? It's pretty windy out here. It's your boy Ride with Danger, aka Banana Bread, aka I eat mac and cheese 7 times a day, and I'm back at it with another video. And today I'm going to tell you guys the story of how I died twice. I died twice, actually. For those of you that don't know or aren't aware, I'm talking about when I was gone for a month and we did the whole military shoot each other games. We did the whole super military grade laser tag. We did the whole kill each other bit. We did the whole try not to die experience. So the first time I died, we didn't really count it because me and about 30 something other soldiers were team killed by the Air Force. Thanks Chair Force. They knew where we were. They knew exactly where we were, but something somewhere along the lines got messed up and they called an airstrike on us. But yeah, they killed all of us and it was really bad. We had to go to like this little death camp place. Now we call it death camp because when you died they had to put you somewhere where you're like not allowed to talk to other people because you know you're dead, and they really had to like drag you and put you on trucks and take you places like you're dead. I mean, it's the whole real experience deal you got going on. So like at this death camp, when we first got there, we were the first people that had died because like no one really came into contact yet except for us because we got team killed. So like we went into the woods and there was people. I mean, we were sharpening sticks. We were becoming one with the land. We had set up hammocks. We had basically changed the land. There was people writing like stories about what was going on cardboard. There was people like making outfits out of the trees around them. It was a pretty intense, weird little thing. Let me rewind a little bit, because before that, when the Air Force had killed us, they send like these little people on 4-wheelers to us and they throw like, I don't know, fake explosives. I mean, they're real explosives, but like, you know, they're not gonna kill you unless, I don't know, you're touching them. But it's to like simulate that you've been bombed and stuff, to simulate you've been attacked. And my truck was kind of separated from the rest of them. Partly because we had a real world issue with it where we drove over some trees and separated the exhaust pipe and put part of that into the wheel. It's really complicated, but we messed that truck up. But if you guys have seen the movie Fury, that's kind of like what we thought had happened, because we heard all the bombs go off where we knew everyone else was, and they stopped coming over the radio, so we're like, oh, they died. Unbeknownst to us, we had died too, but nobody had told us because they didn't know where we were. But apparently we were still caught in that friendly airstrike, they just didn't tell us. But if you guys have seen that movie Fury, yeah, that was pretty much us. We thought we were like the lone survivors because we were stuck in that one little area. We couldn't move. We were there standing our ground all night waiting to be attacked. It was pretty vicious. And if you guys know what a tow missile is, which I'm assuming 99% of you don't, I will try to put a picture of that up on the screen. Probably not, because I don't know how to do that. But we had this tow missile, so it's like sticking out of the Humvee. So naturally, I decided to write the word Fury on it, just like the movie. We were like little Fury tank. So that was the thing that happened. But yeah, that pretty much sums up the first time I died. Oh, I almost forgot. When we had died, of course, they had to treat us like dead bodies. So we were all sitting in the back of this troop carrier, and they were taking us to like, I guess they're like little field hospital or wherever where we were gonna stay. So they put all the dead guys, and we were in the back of this truck, and they were driving through, and they hit a pothole like that I could hide in. Like I could stand up in that thing and probably just have my neck sticking out. I mean, this pothole was ginormous, gigantic massiveness. So they hit this thing in the truck, and we can't see it coming because we're in the back. Like, we can't really see anything at all, actually. So we hit this thing, and I mean, people go airborne. Like, people are flying into the air. Yeah, we had 2 real-world injuries for that. We had one guy whose leg, like, was just in a weird position when it happened against the seat and, like, broke his leg. We had another guy who, I guess when he went airborne and hit the ground, like, hurt his back really bad. They had to put him on a stretcher and get him out. I mean, they almost killed these dead guys. It was pretty bad. So that is the story of how I first died. I know, interesting, isn't it? Team killed by the Air Force. Of course, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. But after that, we were revived, and I got to actually do the rest of my stuff and go shoot people and whatnot. That's when the real mission started. We didn't really miss anything. As I've said in a previous video, I outlasted quite a bit of people. There weren't many people left when I died. I was like the last truck. Second to last truck. I died right before the last truck did. For those of you who don't know, you have like the people that work there that follow you around in Humvees, and they like they tell you what's going on, you know? Like if you've been killed by something, they're supposed to tell you, or like after you get into an engagement, they're like, all right, this is what happened, you know, whatever. So like after we had died, they were like, nobody has ever done what you guys just did. We drove around behind enemy lines with just 2 trucks. We did this for days. We were just driving back and forth. Like, we ran through ambushes where they were so surprised they didn't even shoot us. They didn't even know what was happening. Like, there was one ambush, we came from behind enemy lines, so like they were facing the wrong way for us to be coming through. And like we just started driving around their ambush, and they were like, wait, what is going on? Are these our guys? Are these the enemy? We don't know. And like we finally made it through, and I was facing the rear with the machine gun, and like we make it through, and I guess one of the guys finally realizes what is going on. They just have a few ground troops because they weren't expecting this. So he points his rifle up at me, and I'm driving off facing him, and I put my machine gun down on him, and he just slowly lowers his rifle. That was a game he did not want to play. But yeah, that was a thing. We apparently like drove by a bunch of tanks several times that didn't see us multiple times. It was crazy, man. We should have died, but we didn't. We were like ghosts. But after all this, we had finally got to one place way behind enemy lines, like further than we really should have been. And we were setting up in the woods, but someone had seen us go in there, and it was some enemy scouts, and they called us up, and they sent a BMP, which, if you don't know what that is, I will attempt to put up a picture if I learn how to do that. And it's basically like a baby tank. And yeah, it was driving around. I heard it driving around. We were pretty like thick in the woods, so we were hidden well. And I heard it driving around, and like it finally found me. We couldn't move. I was narrating what was happening as it like slowed. I was like, guys, I think the driver sees me. And they're like, we gotta move. We're like, oh, well, we can't. We're kind of stuck right now. I was like, guys, I am very certain he sees us. It has stopped, and I'm pretty sure he's aiming at us. And then you hear it firing. And yeah, that's when we died. For real. We died for real that time. And yeah, that was like, there was really one day left of the exercise, and that was pretty much it. That other truck, because of us, me dying, and everyone on my truck dying, he got a chance to get away, but he died shortly after. But it was a fun run. He almost made it. But anyway, yeah, that is the story of both times that I died. Now, if you'll excuse me, it is almost 3 o'clock, and I've only had breakfast today, and I'm a growing boy. I'm that banana boy. I gotta get me some food, so I'm gonna hit up this here Chick-fil-A and get me some chicken sandwiches. Get out of the road!